What's going on? This is Howard Bowens from Body by Bowens Personal Training Solutions. In this video, we're going to kick off a series I've been wanting to make. It's going to be about 4 or 5 videos. I call it the Essential Movements series. Okay, so we're going to talk about some movements that are absolutely essential and that you should absolutely be doing when we're talking about working out, okay, in the gym or at home or wherever it might be. There's certain movement patterns that we should definitely be doing consistently to make sure that we're getting the most out of our workouts. All right, so let's get this thing going. So our first movement we're going to talk about, okay, it's a movement pattern actually. So our bodies don't really, think about individual muscles when we're doing things, right? So when we pick something up or curl something, generally our body's not going to say, all right, let's stand completely still, let's stand nice and tall, or let's have a seat and put our arm over something and just do a curl as heavy as possible. Your body might do a host of things, right? You might have to stabilize in particular areas. You might have to move through range of motion in particular areas. Okay? You might have to even squat down a little bit depending on what you're picking up, because your body moves all together. So that's how we have to train it. Okay? So there's certain movements that kind of just naturally do that. The first movement, the upper body push, okay, movement, specifically a horizontal push, that basically everyone should be doing or trying, unless you have obviously any kinds of chronic pain or any type of injury. Then you should be seeing a professional first, whether that's a doctor or a PT or even a personal trainer. Okay, but there's nothing wrong from a physical standpoint. Okay, it's generally safe to do a push-up. Okay, and that's really the one I really want to focus on today. Right. So I know we have this big stigma about push-ups and how difficult they are, but they don't have to be. Okay, and you can take strategies to improve. Because slow improvement over time is better than no improvement. Right. So the first thing I like to talk about is how do we start it. Right. So if we've never done a push-up before and we're not very comfortable doing one from the ground, okay, there's obviously options that you can that you have to progress that. Okay, the first option being doing a push-up on a wall. Okay, so having your hands on the wall and doing a push-up from that position. Okay, so that's going to be a wall push-up. That's really where we want to start. All right, and really from there you can kind of just find different. If you have at a gym, you have like a Smith machine where you can unhook the bar and slide it and hook it and change the elevation of the bar. That's something to where you can use that to slowly lower your body, lower angle until you're finally able to do it from the ground. Okay, but if you don't have that, okay, say you're just working on this at home, you can start from a wall and then find something in your house that's maybe a little like pretty high, and you can put your hands against and support your weight, and then you start maybe at a higher angle there. Then you maybe find something else that you have that's a little bit lower angle, and you can go there for a while and just slowly progress down from there. You're not going to have all of those notches obviously that the Smith machine has, but you're still going to be able to progress at your own pace there. So when we're talking about the push-up, okay, how should we what should our body look like during the push-up? Okay? You're going to be in a plank position. So a plank position is the start of a push-up position with the arms straight out in front of you. Okay, I always like to have the arms right under the shoulders. Okay, so the arms like a pillar holding your shoulder up. Shouldn't be out in front, shouldn't be behind, should be directly under your shoulder there. All right, and from that point, okay, you want your shoulders, hips, and heels in line with one another, right? So shoulders, hips, and heels in line. That'll keep your body in a nice straight line. Okay, you're going to want to engage the torso, so just kind of tighten up the stomach just a little bit, kind of just brace there, if you will. Okay, you can squeeze, contract the glutes as well, right? That's going to stabilize the hips a little bit more during this movement. Okay, and another thing that's very, very beneficial for this movement as well is to make sure the shoulders are stabilized the right way. So to do that, you can kind of have your hands on the ground, and I almost want you to think about screwing your hands into the ground, right? So from here, you can push into the ground and just create a little bit of force there, rotational force there, as you just rotate a little bit against the ground there. Your hands shouldn't move like that, but you'll feel as soon as you attempt to kind of rotate and press into the ground, that'll kind of lock into place, okay? And your shoulders will be activated at that point in time. and that's when you want to go through the push-up. Okay, then you want to lower. Okay, keeping the elbows. I always say armpit about 45 degrees here. Okay, so it shouldn't be way up here. Doesn't have to be too close. You can for different purposes, but a good starting point is right here, kind of neutral in between those two, at about 45 degrees. You'll kind of lower into your chest is either to the ground or say 1 inch off the ground, and then you're going to press through the hands, press up from there while maintaining nice posture through the shoulders, hips, and the torso. All right, so that's how you're going to be able to do a proper push-up. Okay, that's going to be our first essential movement pattern. So try it out, check it out. Make sure you don't have any shoulder pain, any chronic back pain or anything like that before you do the movement. Okay, if you're feeling pretty healthy and maybe you just want to start exercise and don't know what you're doing yet, try this first. Okay, and then I'll make another video next week about our next movement pattern, and then we can try that and we'll keep going. Okay, so we finish all the essential movement patterns, and those will be all the movements that you definitely really should be doing either in the gym or at home consistently to kind of keep your body in good shape. All right, so until next time, just keep on practicing that push-up, and I'll see you then.